that's one of the primary things that is actually driving force for us right now is just career and career changes. And just making sure that we're supportive of each other and whatever we have going on. It's just the three of us right now, myself, my wife, and my son.
And then I want to say too that we have to work on the communication, especially in these times now that we're in this situation. We do definitely need to learn how to talk to each other and continue to talk to each other, and also not let the kids know where we at, and make sure they can still have and do their activities and things that they need to continue to grow with.
Yeah, it sounds like what you're describing are appropriate boundaries. And you have the parental hierarchy. And that parental hierarchy actually protects the children. The kids don't need to know or be brought up to that level. And when you guys have good communication, and what I deem communication as is the transmission of signals. So when those signals aren't properly transmitted, then you have negative communication. And you cannot not communicate. Communication is going to occur if you like it or not. Communication looks like not coming home on time. Communication looks like face expressions or grunts or underneath or side comments. Communication looks like things that are not just verbal. So making sure that those communication channels are positive, because they're going to be open or closed, or they're going to be open, despite you choosing to or not. And the boundaries are very critical. Also, when I hear communication, I can't begin to stress the fact that I use a modality by the name of EFT, emotional focused therapy, and it's the top rated couples theory out right now when you're doing marriage counseling, and it targets attachment wounds. And obviously, when you have job loss, there are going to be that's going to be an environment that's opened up to impede the security that you have not only in the marriage but individually. So we're going to go into that in counseling, where you're able to be mindful. A lot of times partners might make comments or snappy remarks and they're unaware of them. And John Gottman, I refer back to him a lot because he's one of the gurus in our field. He describes that for every negative comment, it takes about 4 to 5 positive comments to come back and create a secure attachment again. So you have to be mindful of it. It's not necessarily preventing yourself from feeling it. It's how do I allow that feeling to come out where it doesn't pierce or attack my partner? And sometimes, men and women do this. We don't want a negative response, so we just don't do anything, right? But like I stated earlier, saying something or not saying something isn't just communication. You may not say something, but it's coming out in other tones. For females, it might be denying their partner of intimacy or sex because they're frustrated. That's still communicating. So being mindful of those frustrations and verbalizing them and processing them and working through your partner versus just, I'm not going to allow that partner to be intimate with me because I'm mad or frustrated. Instead, let's talk about that. Let's open that channel up. Because then what you're doing is you're taking away a love language or depriving a need or something that brings you close, and you're now just going the opposite direction. Gottman talks about turning toward each other. A lot of what therapy is doing is turning toward each other. What better time than when your partner's hurting or is in a vulnerable state to turn to them? So you would learn how to do that in counseling, or continue to do that.